What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to my top 100 squad battles rewards. Now, if you are here, please leave a like on the video, that'd be awesome. Secondly, we still got one more game to play, which we're actually going to play today live. I'm going to give you guys another live game. Just show you, I've made a few improvements on how to play against the AI. So, you know, we obviously did a video on how to beat the AI a couple days ago. Now we're going to make a few more changes with how to beat it just quite comfortably. I have played 3 of my 4 games. I've got 1 game remaining. I left the easiest team until last. It's a bronze goalkeeper. It's generally a really bad team. You can see there I've got some good results, 4-0, 5-0, 5-1. And that leaves us currently 52nd in the world. If I do win, like even if I just win, I'll get around 2,000 points. So hopefully the win will take me up to at least 79,000, which should put us up to around this mark here, like 32nd or so. Maybe not quite 32nd, maybe like 36th or so. And then if I also can get like an extra 500-600 points, maybe up to like 35th, 34th, 33rd. And there's not many people below me that can overtake me, only a handful of people. And some of those, like this guy has 32 games, this guy has 32 games up here as well. So the fact that they have exactly 4 left means they're either leaving it super late or they missed a set somewhere down the line. So I'm already pretty secure that, pretty positive that I'll finish top 100, even if I didn't play for the rest of the evening. I'm pretty sure I'd still finish top 100. You can see they're down to 100th place, is only at 71,500, so about 6,000 points behind me. And today only, I'd used attribute cards in these 3 games. I did them on the stream. I'm not going to use attribute cards here today on this final game. I'll explain why I used attribute cards, however. So as we select here, let me go back to the difficulty level. As we select the difficulty level here, it doesn't say anywhere that it goes up to ultimate or down to world class. However, in FUT Draft offline, it does. If you pick, say, professional in FUT Draft offline, it says you have a chance that it will vary. And then on the odd occasion, you will get a semi-pro game. And on the odd occasion, you will get a world-class game. But at least 3 of your 4 games will be on professional. It feels like that happens on this game mode too. Even though it doesn't state it, and I don't think it happened last year, it feels like every now and then I play a game on world-class because I will absolutely hammer a great team on legendary difficulty, and then every now and then it just feels like I play a game on ultimate. And so when it got to over the course of the weekend, I've lost so many games because it felt like I was playing on ultimate that I just didn't want to lose and sit here and think, man, attribute cards could have actually helped me, you know. So for 3 of the last 4 games, I put stat cards on because I thought, okay, so if it does go up to ultimate now, it's not really going to be too much of an issue because I'll have, like, you know, 99 stats across the board for most of my cards. So we're going into the final game here. Now, I really hope I can finish top 50 for you guys because top 50 will give me a 100k pack, 2 mega packs, and 65k coins. I don't really care too much about the coins. It's more about the packs. You know, obviously, if we get into just the top 100, it will be a 50k pack, 2 mega packs, and 65k coins. But EA did change the reward structure very slightly. Why is the screen black for so long? Don't do this to me. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought it was going to DC. I thought I was going to have the thing where the game just closed down and I just get a loss. Oh, that would have been heartbreaking. Yeah, the rewards for Elite 1 have actually changed on squad battles and is now 2 rare mega packs instead of 2 mega packs. So EA have changed the rewards slightly. Good start. The time finesse shot from the outside of the box, even though I mistimed that one, it was only an orange like bar, so it wasn't like the greatest finish in the world. It still flew in. Yeah, and this is how I play the game now. You know, when I did How to Beat Legendary before, I didn't do it live because I was worried that if I did it live, I would falter. But I've played more than enough games now to just really understand how to beat the AI on Legendary. But yeah, it's interesting to me that they changed Elite 1 rewards in squad battles and then nothing else. Like, why not rework the whole lot? You know, why not rework everything so that it just promotes a little bit more fairness within the reward structures? You know, that's what I would like to see. Have we got Aubameyang through there? Oh, doesn't matter if we have because it went to Pogba. So, you know, we've obviously talked at length already about how to beat squad battles on Legendary, but just some few extra tips, guys. Time finesse shots, you gotta get them in. I thought initially as well that ball rolls, sorry, not ball rolls. I thought step overs were going to be like super important. You know, when I did that first video, one of the greatest ways, even and it still works. One of the best ways to get past the AI defense, like here, if I just do some step overs, okay, I ran straight into him, but I still got the ball and then I lost the ball. It's still like the most effective way to play the game, essentially. But you don't really need them. The most important thing is finding a balanced formation that's going to allow you to... Go on, Kane, lad. That's going to allow you to have all the tools at your disposal. And so I found that the 4-4-2 is the best formation against squad battles, contrary to last year. Last year, the 3-4-2-1 was what I played against Legendary with, because getting the overlapping runs and then those low-driven shots into the bottom corner was the most important thing. But in this game, as you just see me score there with Aubameyang with another time finish, getting into the space on the edge of the box is the most important thing. And so 4-4-2 gives you an abundance of opportunities. And the reason why it does that is because if the AI plays narrow, your left mid and your right mid are going to be the guys that are going to go in and get your goals. And if the AI plays wide, your centre mids and your strikers are going to be the guys that go and get the goals. You will be amazed at how many goals I've scored with Son, Pogba and Gareth Bale. In fact, in this game right here, Gareth Bale's already scored one of my goals and Paul Pogba scored the other one. So it just goes to show that, you know, everything comes a little bit from everywhere, not just from one specific area. I feel like in FIFA 18... most of my goals always came, you know, in the 4-1-2-1-2 that we played, you know, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It always just came, is that another goal? It's just too easy. It always came from the strikers doing 1-2s. And I think, even though this is against the AI here, I think you can still really utilize this to your advantage online. You know, getting space 25, 30 yards out and then just hitting a time finesse shot. See how good the AI is passing now? When you're playing on Legendary difficulty, and this happened last year, they will go through little phases of just playing like Barcelona of old, right? Tiki-taka-ing your wee-wee off, you're unable to touch the ball. That for me is the problem that I've had, where there's been games where I said that it's on Ultimate, because they play like that, not just for a small amount of time, but for the whole game. And it is literally impossible to get hold of the ball and get it off of them. So going back to the 4-4-2, it's just really effective. It allows you to do everything. You know, it allows you to cross. It allows you to play 1-2s with your attack. It allows you to get finesse shots from the top of the box, regardless of, you know, what kind of formation your opponent is playing and so on and so forth. And I just find it to just be a really concrete formation, you know. That could be a goal. Yeah, off the bar. Go on, Aubameyang, surely. No, didn't press shoot in time. Okay. You know, and one thing that you've got to recognize as well when you're playing against the Legendary AI is how they work against you. Do they stand off or do they press you? Because you have to adapt to that. And you don't even necessarily have to have different D-pad tactics, or you don't have to change your in-game tactics. You just have to play a little differently. So if the AI presses you a lot, I tend to just pass with triangles, you know, between my left mid, my left back, and my centre mid, or, you know, left centre mid. Pass triangles, let them press, and then my striker will always get down in behind the back line, you know. So I'll thread one of those threaded through balls, which by the way are fantastic this year. I'll thread one of those down to him. If they play passive like they're playing now, I like to just like really relax and just pass the ball up the field. There's absolutely no rush here, you know. I'm not trying to score goals. I'm 3-0 up. Take our time, and because they back off, Casemiro's not the right guy that I want to be doing this with, but because they back off, it's really easy to get into the goal-scoring opportunity, the goal-scoring position to take those finesse shots in. So I want to show you guys, hopefully I'll get a good opportunity to show you, that you can literally just walk in a straight line across the edge of the box, wait until they overstep, and then just do a drag back, and then that's it. You're basically through at that point. So step overs are still effective. Not as effective as before, though. And there's Casemiro. I said a minute ago, he doesn't score many of my goals, but he does get involved every now and then. He doesn't have the best shooting, but because I wouldn't normally have shot that with Casemiro, but I timed it perfectly, which was very nice. And this team has a bronze goalkeeper, so they're not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to save it regardless. But yeah, so what I wanted to do is come on to this final game and kind of show you guys me finishing the game. Here we go. This is perfect. So see how they're like not really pressing me, gives me the space. Ended up getting a great block in there, but I'm literally walking on the edge of the box here. In fact, let me go into an instant replay. I had 3 guys right around Harry Kane there. Look at this. There's 3 guys right on me, and they're just not pressing me, which means they're on no pressure and possession. You know, and I hit the time shot absolutely perfectly. Just sadly got a block in. But this stage here, you would expect somebody to put a foot in. There's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players around me immediately, and I'm able to just walk in. Now, if you've got a left footer here, you can hit that left foot finesse shot and you'll probably score. If you've got a right footer or you're not feeling comfortable with the shot type, you get the space for the drag back. You find the gap at the top of the box. And if we actually pause it right here, you can see the kind of gap that I've created for myself. There are no defenders in the space of the goal. Now, fortunately enough for the AI, this guy stepped across and blocked it. But if I'd have just maybe driven that to the far post or to the left-hand side post, potentially could have got a goal or got a better shot off. But yeah, I wanted to come on to this last game, and I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult, if I'm being honest. But this is actually one of those ones. I know this is a low-chem team, but this is one of those ones where I personally feel like this isn't on Legendary. I mean, I'm 5-0 up after 40 minutes, and it's just too easy. Every now and then they go into that mode where they start passing the ball around like, you know, like it's on ultimate difficulty, but it lasts for very, very limited amount of time, and I've been able to quite successfully retrieve the ball off of the AI, and you can see here, even when I'm walking up, I'm just walking here with Pogba. They're making no attempt to try and get the ball off me. Eventually I expect him to step into me. When he doesn't, I can play the 1-2 with Pogba, get into the space, and now we're going to be able to get a goal scoring opportunity once again. He's backing off Aubameyang. We're going to step in again. We're going to wait for the angle. There it is, and then finesse it. And there's the goal. And it's just so easy. And this is why I feel like the difficulty dynamically changes before you get into the game. Not during the game. I know there are instances where the AI starts playing sick, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about from kickoff to the final whistle, the AI is either a lot harder or a lot easier. And some people would theorize that it was the custom tactics, the game plans, the formation or whatever. But I've been monitoring the kind of teams I'm playing against and the kind of formations and stuff. And there was one set that I played where I played all 4 teams had their tactics as no pressure and possession, and 2 of the 4 teams were 4-4-2. And so on one of the teams that was 4-4-2, I beat. So basically, I play my games backwards anyway. So I always leave the easiest teams till last. I beat the hardest team, which was 4-4-2, no pressure, no possession. I beat it 10-0. The next team, I managed to beat like 5-0 or 5-1. It was a tougher game. The next team I beat like 4-0, and then the final team I barely beat 1-0 after just struggling so hard. And it was also no pressure, no possession. Sorry, no pressure and possession. It was also 4-4-2, and it was the team that was like this. It had no chemistry, which meant there was negative stats across most of the players, if not all of the players. Some of them being so negative that they're barely even usable players, like just terrible. And I just could not touch the ball. So, I don't know. I know Channy Sports has been playing a lot of squad battles, and I know he's like kind of raised the point to EA, so I hope it kind of gets looked into, and even if EA say no, this is how it is supposed to be, at least then I know that there's something that I'm doing wrong that I'm going to have to try and figure out somewhere down the line to beat the AI seeming to be on a better set, even though they may not be. And also I've seen a lot of guys on the forums that have been talking about this that weren't necessarily like in line with my line of thinking in believing that this is a thing, and they've a lot of them have said actually I've experienced the same thing now. I've gone from beating the AI 3s, 4s, 5-0s, having good possession, good shot types, shot choices, shot chances, good shots on goal, and racking up good points, to all of a sudden having like 30% possession, not even getting a shot, and just struggling in general. So, I don't know, it's something to think about. I know I've talked about it a fair bit. I talked about it on Twitter a fair bit as well. In terms of my custom tactics, I have everything here pretty much basic. This is definitely an easier squad to beat. And you can tell now the way they're passing. I actually bodied him off there with Paul Pogba, which was quite nice. But you can kind of tell with the way they were passing there that they were playing really good again. I should be able to score here with Gareth Bale. I'll be quite upset if I can't. There is Bale. That was a low driven as well. So a nice goal makes it 7-0. And you can't tell me that this is on legendary difficulty and then another day or another game I come on and I can't even get possession of the ball. Like the chemistry and the chem styles and the tactics and the formations, they just can't be that powerful. They can't be. I mean, maybe they can be. I refuse to believe it. That's what I would probably say. Get the cross in there. That should be a goal for Pog. Boom. Gets the header. Keeper saves it. Obviously, this team does have a terrible keeper, though. It's a bronze keeper with negative stats, so it's going to be quite easy to score goals against him. But yeah, what I planned to do for this video was to kind of show, like, how to beat the AI. And I was thinking it was going to be, well, not show how to beat the AI, but show how I currently beat the AI. I was thinking it was going to be a little more tricky, and I was going to be able to show you a little bit deeper as to what I do. But you can see by what I've done here that it is just low driven after low driven. Sorry, low driven. It is just finesse shot after finesse shot after finesse shot, and I scored 1 low driven. I think I've scored 6 finesse shots and 1 low driven, and that shows just a massive change in the way the game plays. From this year to last year, and potentially for online this year. You know, a lot of people are upset that EA changed the way that you hold the button configuration to do low drivens. I'm kind of like trying to teach myself, like right now I'm holding my controller like this, so I've got both fingers on the triggers up the top. That's not necessarily like supernatural for me. I did used to hold it like that when I played COD a lot, because of just the way I played, I guess. But it's not like a supernatural thing for me. But I've been trying to force myself a little bit more to hold the controller a little bit differently, just so that I can utilize low drivens better than what I currently was. And it has had an impact, but it doesn't really faze me. Oh God, nearly. It doesn't really faze me that EA have changed the way low drivens work or what place they're on. Like, I have a feeling that EA changed the way low drivens work because they were too overpowered and they didn't know how to stop them. Like, you know, they added this shot type into the game. They didn't give the goalkeepers the animations to save it. You know, only keepers with saves with feet trait were really efficient against it. And so what I think is that what they did is just say, hey, let's just change it to something that's going to screw with people's muscle memory and is going to be generally a little bit of a ball ache to initiate because of the way people are so used to holding the controllers, and we'll just let them deal with it. And it will kind of like nerf the whole low-driven like problem, essentially. And whilst they have done that absolutely perfectly, with the introduction of timed shooting and with finesse shots being so overpowered anyway before you even apply time shooting, I think they've actually opened up a whole new problem for themselves, and that's interesting to me. It's like they can never get it right, you know, like, and that's not a shot either. Like, they literally just struggle to get it right because of, once they nerf any one thing, people are going to look to the next overpowered thing, and then they're going to start abusing that. And that's exactly what's happening here. You know, what was it before? I think FIFA 15, you could just run around the goalkeeper. So they changed the way the goalkeepers interact. And then you could never, ever score from just running. Like, every time you got near to the goalkeeper, it was a GG, you know. That's going to be another low driven. He actually saved that one. That was a terrible shot. And then in FIFA 16, it was finesse shots from the top of the box that was overpowered. And then in FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, it was low driven shots. And now in FIFA 19, it's gone all the way back around again, and it's going to be finesse shots again. And also, I definitely think the volley multiplier is a bit overpowered too. I think it's very easy to score volleys. I mean, I wasn't going to score that. I didn't get the time finish off, sadly, but it's very easy to score volleys in general. So I wonder if they're going to patch that in due course as well. But yeah, finesse shots are going to be the way forward this year. So, you know, pace on defenders is actually going to be even less relevant than EA might have already tried to make it be, because people aren't going to be trying to run in behind because they're not going to be scoring like that. There's going to be no benefit to sending your player in on goal. Oh, he's absolutely megged me there. Yeah, there's going to be no benefit to... Oh, no, the clean sheet is gone. There's going to be no benefit to running in behind because the idea will be to get to the top of the box and just hit a finesse shot. I saw somebody do this and score from it and say, is this a new glitch? Oh, my God, that was close. If I can get this ball back quick enough, I'm going to give the AI another goal because I want to see if you can actually use that. Oh, maybe I'm not going to score another own goal. Oh, missed that. Mistimed that terribly. But here we are at the end of the game, guys. It's going to be interesting to see where I lay up after all of this is said and done. And then, of course, to end off the video, I will be back to open the rewards once they are issued, which is going to be about 1:05 UK time. So, you know, there's about, I think that it's at 11 p.m. UK time now. So there's about 2 hours before this all resets. So people have got 2 hours to try and get ahead of me. But you can see, I mean, I didn't hold too much possession there. But look at that. Look at those shots, man. 24 shots and 18 on target. And I scored 9 goals, of which 7 were finesse shots. 1 header from a corner and 1 low driven with Gareth Bale. And it was just so easy to score the goals. And the goals, once again, came from absolutely everywhere. So we've done all of our games now, guys. That puts me up to 79,652, which will pop me so far just above El Tador HD. If I kept a clean sheet there as well, I probably would have got another like 200 or so points. I might have ended up getting up to 31st. But that's going to put me into 32nd spot. I don't know if it's already updated it because it was updating there. Yeah, 33rd. So somebody's actually already overtaken me as well. So we're currently in 33rd spot here. In terms of people below me that can overtake me, even if they had a great game and got 2.5k, this guy can overtake me. So that would put me down to 34th. This guy can't overtake me, so that's not a problem there. This guy can overtake me, but the fact that he hasn't played any games and still has 4 left makes me think that he missed the set. But he can overtake me, would put me down to 35th. This guy could put me to 36th. This guy to 37th. This guy can't overtake me. This guy can put me down to 38th. These guys can't overtake me. This guy to 39th and this guy to 40th. So in terms of the top 100, there's 7 people in the top 100 that can put me out. And the people that aren't in the top 100 right now, unless they've got 2 sets of games left and they haven't refreshed yet, they can't really knock me out of the top 100. So it looks like I'll finish somewhere around 35th to 40th, which means we are going to get either the 100k pack, the 2 mega packs and the 65k coins, or the rare player pack, the 2 mega packs and the 65k coins, which would be disappointing if that's the case. But guys, that is going to be it for now. I'm going to be back for you in just a second with the rewards, so I will be right back. Alright guys, so with just 50 seconds on the clock, we are still 35th in the world. I just want to show you guys as well, I'm so happy for my man AA9 Skills. He is currently just chilling right down in the lower brackets here at 90th, right? But he got DC'd from the servers in one of his games today. So he got 0 points on one of them whilst he was winning in the 90th minute. So if he would have missed out, that would have been on EA and that would have sucked. So he's got in, which is amazing. I also saw Channy Sports up there. Where did Channy finish? Did he finish top 20? Yes, he did. He finished 18th. So that's amazing for him and his road to glory. But for us, guys, not as good as we should have done this week. You know, I really feel like we should have probably been... We really should have been top 20, man. I let myself down. I let you guys down with not getting up there. But 35th in the world for our first week on squad battles. I can't complain about that. The rewards, guys, are going to be coming. I believe they take like 5 minutes for the rewards to come, as per usual. So we go in now. We have now got our first ever featured squad, and it is Jesse Lingard. Let's have a look at the squad. Damn, his pro card. God damn. That card is unreal. Acceleration, sprint speed, his shooting is unreal. His passing is phenomenal. His dribbling is spectacular. Physicals are great. Defending is also his marking and heading accuracy are out of this world. Look how good that card is, guys. What has he got as well? 3-star, 4-star. It's a shame they couldn't up his skill moves and weak foot for him. And the rest of his squad consists of Ruud van Nistelrooy, Marcus Rashford, Paul Scholes, Paul Pogba, Ryan Giggs, Harry Maguire, Antonio Valencia, Smalling, Shaw, De Gea, and then on the bench, Pickford, Trippier, Best, Wele, Dele Alli, Martial, and Harry Kane. So basically like England and Manchester United affinity in there for a lot of it. Pretty much all of it, actually. I don't think there's... and then, yeah, well, George Best, Manchester United... Yeah, it's either England or Manchester United for his squad. So that's pretty awesome. And then I've got my new opponents. Oh my god, I might try this team on ultimate difficulty. 69 rated with only 62 chemistry. I could do some bits on there. Got a few other teams in there as well. And if we look at the ranks now, guys, of course, there are no games played, so there are no leaderboards. It is a brand new set. which means there is no top 100. So we have to look at last week's top 100. And there you go. I finished officially 35th in the world. I'm going to wait for the rewards to get issued. I will be right back. All right, guys, and here we go. The squad battles rewards are ready to be claimed. 35th in the world. Of course, not everybody has the game, but we did this last year as well. I started off actually 12th in the world last year, and then I stayed top 100 for the next sort of like 10 or 12 weeks before I gave up playing squad battles. Fantastic stuff. We get a load of coins which go up onto the top left there. We get 2 mega packs and 1 100k pack. Now, I actually feel like we're going to get some bad luck here because I was just opening some packs. You saw my FIFA points have depleted from just a second ago. And in that time, I actually packed Prime Desai, my second icon so far in about 200,000 FIFA points. I packed Prime Deco previously as well. You can see their first owner. And I also packed Prime Desai, tradable and first owner. So I feel like my luck has already been used up. But let us get into the 2 mega packs to start with. Can we get lucky with a walkout board? No, we can't. Can we get lucky with a board? Just a board. No, we can't. So we don't even get an 83 rated in the first mega pack. It was a Brazilian though, so it could have been quite a good player. Let us see what we do get. So we get Belotti. I'm going to discard all of this stuff. It's not really worth all that much. Oh, we get a Fred. Happy days. That's 20k in the bag. I don't mind that at all. We'll send Fred up to the trade pile. We'll send Mikel Antonio up to the trade pile as well. He'll sell. The rest of this stuff we're gonna get rid of. And then we'll store the other items into the club. That's not bad. Fred, Belotti, a few good position modifiers, a couple of fitness cards and such. We probably made about 30, 35, 40,000 coins out of that pack. So that's not too bad at all. Mega pack number 2. Are we going to get a board walkout? No, we're not. Are we at least going to get a board this time? No, we are not. Okay, so as I said, I feel like my luck has already run out for today. I've already packed an icon today. So I can't imagine that the FIFA gods, the pack gods, are going to be too much on top of me for the rest of this. We didn't get much. I don't even know. I think it was like Pavlenka or something, isn't it? No, it's Ilicic. That's even worse. Gregoric there as well. Benedetto, Podence, Proper, Ruben Penna, and a kit. That wasn't very good at all. But now, guys, the Crudata 100k pack to end off this video. What do we get, EA? Not a board walkout, and that is heartbreaking. Do we at least get a board? We at least get a board. It is Spanish. It is a striker. It is going to be Gerard Moreno. And is that sad or is that sad? There could still be a couple good things in here. Tyson's not bad. Worth a few thousand. And Zonzi's not bad. He's not great either. He's not worth. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, he's not worth anything. He's not worth anything. Wessam Ben Yedder's worth a little bit, so we'll send him up. Fabian Delph not worth enough. Bakayoko not worth anything. I feel like, guys, that we got shafted out of that 100k pack, so that kind of sucks a little bit. Dalbert will go and sell because he's got some value. Yeah, that sucks. That was rough, dudes. But there you go. That was my top 100 rewards. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.